Hello, and welcome to the first ever recording of Kenny D Gaming. I'm your host, Leo, Kenny D, Ken D, however you want to go by, whatever you want to go by. This is the first time I will be playing a game and saving the video as well. Today I had chose Penumbra. Now this is a game that I have wanted to play for quite some time, but just never had gotten around to playing it. First little bit I want to read you is a story straight from the Penumbra website, just to set the mood a little bit. Like all good nightmares, Philip begins with something all too real, his mother's death. The days following the funeral are characterized by nothing, save for an incessant feeling of abandonment. Until, that is, he receives a letter from a dead man. Philip's father left before he was born, taking his reasons with him. Now, here he is, opening up the door from beyond the grave. That door leads to more questions, and those questions lead to green land. Philip follows the clues. They're all he has left. On leaving the final signs of human civilization behind him, in search of the location mentioned in his father's ambiguous notes, Philip wonders if he's left some part of his humanity behind as well. Soon, that will be the least of his fears. Now Philip needs your help. He's found an inexplicable metal hatch in the middle of a frozen wasteland. Inside is something yet more unfathomable. Step into the unknown. Another thing too, I don't do that great with horror games, so that's probably why I picked them first. But I love this series. The series it's great and it's fun. Usually the best gameplay to me is horror games. So enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and start the game. Easy, normal, hard. Let's just do normal. My story began in February, year 2000. Oh, yes.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard of him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world-renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Alright, so off we go to Greenland. Oh yeah, bottle of whiskey right on the table. Finally, we're almost docked. I'd better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse. And I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. Alright. Oh yeah, go right for the whiskey. Oh. Okay, there goes my bottle of whiskey. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm heading. Awesome. I don't want to read it again. Some soup. Always travel with a padlock. And a key. Preferably, mine's in the inventory tab. Huh. Like how they do this tutorial. Oh, there we go. Barium. Now open. There's not much light in here. My flashlight could come in handy. Now stay open. Ah. There we go. Could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through my inventory or with the shortcut key G. And batteries. Yes. Oh, there's my flashlight. Flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab. Or, hopefully, with the shortcut key F. Yes, sir. Get on my way, chair. Oh, another bottle of Jack. Oh, yeah. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need, so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks, like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've washed those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish pots in no time, but I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. Fisherman wife's love letter. Aww. That. Anything in the... Nope. Nope. Pretty odorous. Ew. Glad I'm getting out of here soon. They must eat and sleep well, and, well, do everything else in this one room for weeks at a time. Oh, did I just pick up the poo bucket? Ew. Alright. Bag. Alright. Time to go. It leads out onto the deck, but I don't fancy braving the weather until I have to. Okay. Oh, crouch. Playboy poster. It's nice some things don't change no matter how far you are from home. Okay. I need to quit drinking. Okay. Am I supposed to trigger another scene or something here? Put the padlock back on? Or just not? Nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. Notebook. Always good to have a notebook to jot down interesting information and reminders. That should be everything I need. I want to get going before dark. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after and knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. So cold. Don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh man. My entire head went numb a long time ago, but I can still hear the wind roaring past. Oh, I'm too slow reading. If I click and hold the interact left mouse, blah 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 blah. Pick up that rock. Oh no, go back and get the rock. Looks frozen shut. Need something to break in. Oh, I'm slow. Throw it. Here I am panicking. You probably can't even friggin' die right here. Oh no. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, you gotta hold R to swing it around. Oh, what? Lefty loosey. Oh, it's righty loosey, I guess. Alright, we're in. Climbing down the ladder. I just fall on my face. Oh god, it's time to get creepy. Jesus, my head. Can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although I was looking around, I don't see anything. Moving some barrels. Empty box of ammunition. What is this place? That yet. And let's take the steel rod. Hello. Open creepy doors. Hey, flare? Yes, flare. Oh. A box of happy military rations. I don't know. Yeah. The shelves are as old as the shelves are as old as everything else around here. Could be over 50 years since anyone's been down here. I don't want to read it again. Oh, a hammer. I'll take that. Let's see. I can swing the hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a backswing by pulling the right mouse, and then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too. Pulling back and then thrusting forward produces a stabbing motion. I reckon if I hold down right mouse after the backswing, I should still be able to look around. Alright, either I didn't sleep or that sounded a lot more complicated than it actually is. Oh, hello. Okay. No. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I get it. Oh, in this game, this is why this game sounded interesting to me. The mechanics are very interesting. The fuck was that? There was just the sound of that barrel breaking, or I swear it sounded like a dog or something was out there. Okay, it was just the barrel. Oh, good. What's this? It's a 24-hour ration pack, long past its sell-by date. Diarrhea. Kind of like this little night vision mode it puts you in. I want to know. Oh. Oops. Okay. How do I put this thing away? There we go. Can I... Okay. That barrel break keeps sounding like something's coming after me. Like the very end of the sound effect. Put that back. Move that. Take that. Alright. One more peek in here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And that's why I came back in here. Because I always miss something. Oh, let's go into the creepy tunnel. Love it. Oh no, why did I get so turned around now? Okay. What the fuck is that? Hello? Oh, that's where I came from. We'll go back to that other room in just a... Okay, I guess I'm going there right now. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Yep, I paid a little. Oh, and the worst part, I know this game isn't even that scary. Why do I freak out? I mean, I've played Amnesia quite a bit before, and yeah, that game was crazy. Same creator of both games too. This looks like some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center and no way to operate it. Didn't I? Oh, get out of here. Oh! There we go. Steel rod. I bet you that'll work. Boop! Alright. And now I feel like that would be on there for some reason. Why am I keep breaking stuff? Just pull it out of the way. Oh, hardest door ever to open. Okay, I got really turned around in that cave. I wasn't thinking that was going to be the same freaking room. Oh, okay. Oh, I gotcha. It's opening it. Good. I don't know why I'm crouching still. Alright. Oh, down into the creepy hole. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before. But I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of a phone line. Health and safety in the workplace. Friends, family, lovers. All there. If something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by closing, rising, of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me. Friends, parents, teachers were too scared or too far away. Oh, and I really apologize too. I have some kind of congestion crap going on. Here in Michigan where I live, it's starting to turn into winter and my allergies go to hell. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. Oh, goody! If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because, the blue tint. That's what that's what that is. Of the blue tint to my vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources, though. Okay. Yeah, the whole allergy thing I just wanted to apologize for because my nose is runny, throat's cracky. Yeah. My best bet is to hide for a couple of minutes, okay? Like that. I'll be virtually invisible. And after some time, I should get my night vision back, provided I stay still. Oh, it goes away when you move. That makes things easy. Okay. Where are we at here? Okay, you got northern area, explosives, workshop, storage, exit, office. Okay, the circle is where I am located. Oh, where should we go? I think we will head to the office first and check that out. Yeah, office sounds good first. Yeah, we'll head down to the office. And we will actually probably stop right there for now. Just want to say, hey, thank you for watching. Till the next time. See ya.